Hello, my loves. Welcome into this reading for those who have this new moon in Pisces in their fifth house. This means you have Scorpio rising and or 1 degrees, 22 minutes of Pisces shows up in your fifth house. If you haven't already watched the introduction to this series, you can do that by clicking on the link in the description or the link popping up. It's not necessary, but it is an option for you to learn more. The houses in the zodiac story represent where something happens for us. So the where of the fifth house is the house of creativity. It's ruled by the fifth sign of the zodiac, Leo, and the ruler of Leo, which is the sun. We're dealing with themes of fun and games, pleasure, hobbies, creativity, and first child. So our intention with this new moon is to get an affirmation to help us unlock a new devotion in this house. So a new devotion to creativity. It could be in fun and games, it could be in pleasure, hobbies, creativity in general, or new devotion to a child. So there's going to be an affirmation that's going to come through. You're going to really apply this where it feels relevant after you hear the affirmation. It could be a general thing for you, or it could be very specific, but we're going to find out from the Super Attractor deck, and you're going to utilize your own listening and intuitive knowing to tap into what feels good to you. So if you haven't already, close your eyes, called in your support team, and taken a few deep breaths to open your heart to receive the guidance that's most aligned for you at this time. I invite you to do that now. Pause the video if you need more time. Whoa, you guys are like jumping out. Okay. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't yet see the result. One more time. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't yet see the result. Love it. So, you're activating a new devotion when it comes to believing in spiritual guidance, okay? And this belief in spiritual guidance is going to give you certainty and freedom to keep dreaming. It feels like the creativity that's being devoted to with this focus is your creativity and your dreaming and what it is that you're dreaming up for yourself and the world. And in order for you to devote to this creative expression of your dreams, you are being guided to affirm that you have faith in spiritual guidance, okay? And to follow that guidance, which will give you the certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming. Especially when you haven't yet seen the result of this faith, okay? Or you haven't yet seen the result of your dreams manifesting yet. These things take time. These things are very, very complicated as we co-create with the universe. It's not immediate, which is great because it gives us the freedom to change our minds. So that's what I'm tapping into here. So let's talk about what it means to have faith or believe in spiritual guidance, okay? What does that mean? Well, for you, it might mean something different than somebody else also watching this reading. What does it mean to connect to a loving, supportive source that can guide you to the right places, circumstances, synchronicities that you need to help manifest your dreams? So some people call this God. Some people call them angels. Some people call them ancestors, loved ones who have passed. Some people follow fairy spirits or elementals or mythological creatures. Some people follow the guidance of their higher self. Some people follow the guiding principles of some sort of pragmatic logical way of living, okay? But there is this urging, this calling, this eking out of some sort of spiritual guidance that you believe in. So if you don't have a belief in that, this is the lunar phase to really lean into it. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and it is this beautiful, sensitive, just really intuitive, unconditionally loving energy. It's actually the energy of unconditional love, which is the energy that our spiritual guidance comes from, the energy of unconditional love. So this energy, this Pisces energy, is in your fifth house. It's influencing your fifth house. It's there for you to bring into your creativity. And you're going to bring it into this creativity with this affirmation. Write it down in the morning, or write it down, read it in the morning, read it at night, put it on a Post-it note in your bathroom. You can put a screenshot of the card on your mobile device, whatever feels good for you. But put it in a place where you're going to see it constantly and you're going to repeat it. And then work on having faith in spiritual guidance. Okay, what does that mean? There's different ways that you can connect with guidance. So for me, one thing I like to do is to ask for signs, messages, in order to know when to do something or whether to do something. So I'll say, please show me a heart. Okay, first thing I thought of. To indicate whatever it is, to indicate that I should do this or I shouldn't do this, or whatever it is that you're trying to get the guidance on. If you're really skeptical about this, you can say, please show me this blank 3 times. Okay. It's really random for me. Like once I saw a starfish and I was like, okay, there's no way and there's no chance that I'm going to run into a starfish, but whatever, that's what I saw. And then the next day it was like whether it was aligned for me to do something. Like, is it aligned for me to do this? And the next day I was in a group chat and somebody sent a GIF, whatever, a moving picture with the starfish from Finding Nemo and the quote, "Today's the day." And so there was this like, oh my gosh moment where I was like, that's confirmation. Not only was it a starfish, but it was a starfish saying today is the day. So I'm like, is it aligned? Yeah, it's aligned. And today's the day. Okay. That is spiritual guidance coming through because I asked for it, because I opened to it, because I was looking for it. And that's the thing. When you ask for guidance, you ask for a number or a sign or some sort of synchronicity to help guide you. You have to kind of forget that you asked and stop looking for it. You'll remember when you see it, okay? But the seeking for it kind of ruins the magic of it. And you'll if you're trying to find it somewhere, you're gonna find it, but it's not gonna be the same potency and magic, okay? So that's one way you can do spiritual guidance. The cards, the tools of the cards. I love the guidance that the cards offer. Doing a card draw every day is really supportive, just to get guidance on how to move through your day. Doing meditations to connect with your higher self or to connect with a loved one or to connect with God, to have a dialogue for guidance. That's something that you can do, or an ancestor perhaps. Lots of different ways for you to connect. So if you want help developing a way, or if you can't think of something, reach out to me. I will work with you to develop that. But yeah, there's your reading. Believing in spiritual guidance gives you the certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming even when you cannot yet see the results. So it's likely that you're not going to see the results of your dreams, but you're going to receive little nudges, little guidances, and they are guiding you toward the fruition of your dreams, especially the dreams when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to your creative expression. What are you dreaming in your creative realm? This spiritual guidance is going to help you manifest it. Just slower than you probably want. Okay? Let me know how this resonates. Let me know if you have questions. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors that universal light within you. Namaste.